Yes, it's Kutski. Welcome back to the live stream. Fingers crossed here. This is what's going to tip us over this evening. Right through to our Twitch partnerships. We're going to do something a little bit special. 100% vinyl night. Get your weekend rocking in style. I had a last minute panic then. As you can see, I've just set up the fancy 4K webcam. So that should look a little bit better, and I forgot to stick my Wi-Fi antenna on the back of it, so yeah. So fingers crossed we won't get any dropouts now either. Kicking off the stream tonight, the first 30 minutes, old school hard house. Let me know what you want to hear. If I've got it on vinyl, I can drop it for you. Shout out to everybody locked in the stream nice and early tonight. First up in the mix, going back to 2001. 12-inch Stumpers, Don't Cross the Line. Remember, we need to blow the doors off this stream this evening, so if you can do me a favour, post the link to the stream, let your friends know, get those numbers up there, let's get that partnership, and I can stop talking about it all the time.
Keeping the rave alive. Kutski. then now, honey, we got to be doing. And the music in the house is so good. Take me away. Take me away. All I want is a chance to dance, so come with me. Take me away. Take me away. So now, come with me.
See you all locked in the chat. Don't worry, be giving some shouts out. Just a short bit of time. I'm just going to do the spam on the other social medias. You know how the game works by now. Back with you in a minute.
Come with me.
How are we looking in the chat tonight, people? Who's hyped for the weekend? Let me know whereabouts in the world you're locked into. Let's get some shouts on the go. That's the only problem with doing a vinyl mixes. It takes a lot more concentration. Let's get some shouts from the go. Shout out to Nick C79, as always locked into the chat. Night Viper, shout out to the Texas crew. Mudkips 512. Shout out to CC, shout out to Old School Raver Monkey. Shout out to Milksteak 17. Shout out to Logi. Shout out to my resident techie, Pandeco. we're knocking out some hard houses at the moment until half past the hour, so maybe one or two more tracks, then we'll mix it up. How about we go in for some hard trance? You feeling hard trance? Maybe we can go there up next. This one in the background, a cheeky little bootleg. I'm not going to spoil it, you're going to know what it is when it comes in.
It's DJ Kutski in the mix.
Talking to Jordan Suckley a little while back about this track coming in the background. The Paul James remix of Legend B, Lost in Love, what an absolute timeless classic. All these hard house tracks, they're all like 8 minutes long or something. So I'm going to go digging through the hard trance now, and I think this is a perfect bridging track. It's kind of this one in the background now, it is hard house, but it's definitely got a hard trance influence to it as well. I was talking to Jordan Suckley today actually, because I'm trying to get him on the Twitch bandwagon as well. So Ellesmere Port can be the hub of DJs spinning beats on Twitch on an evening. So he's just got himself 2 webcams, the same as mine, and he's currently rebuilding his studio, so expect the Port invasion here on Twitch.
we played together.
Seeing everybody in the chat record spotting. I can't believe just from looking at the label somebody got what this next track is. Even I wouldn't have known if I'd have just looked at it. I'd had to have looked at the flip side. I'm impressed. Maybe that's a little game we can play on the stream tonight. Somebody's got to keep count though. Okay, the track you just heard, Ewok Super Sound. I was desperately digging, trying to find this one that's playing in the background now. This is my favourite Ewok track. And even if I am playing two back to back, it's worth it just to drop this one again. I got this before it was sub-licensed on Tidy. Picked it up on a German label, Pharma Records. And as soon as I heard this track, straight away fell in love with it. Absolutely awesome. Check it out.
What we gonna do like that? 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 What we gonna do like that?
Brownie points for anyone in the chat who can guess which track this is. Coming up next. You're going to know it, but you might not know the label. Yes, of course, the timeless classic from Walt. Let's let the music play. Don't let this baby face deceive you. I've been around the block a few times. I started early. 13 years old I was when I was first hitting the record shop. Spending my paper round money. Buying those happy hardcore classics. By the time I was 20 I was out playing in the clubs. The underground, hard house, hard trance scene. 2005, 2006 started playing out in Europe. 2000s, I was lucky enough to be playing pretty much everywhere by then. And I did kind of sort out this record collection that I've got behind me a little bit last year, where I basically just picked the best of the best and kind of grouped everything. So each box is a different genre, a different period of time. And that's what we're going through tonight. We started off with hard house, we're now on hard trance. We'll walk our way through hardstyle, gaba, maybe even some happy hardcore at the end. Wait for the drop on this one. Universal Music, Scott Project remix.
Now house music is world renowned. It's a universal sound that will always be around. Now house music is world renowned. It's a universal sound that will always be around. Now house music is world renowned. It's a universal sound that will always be around. Now house music is world renowned. It's a universal sound that will always be around. Now house music is world renowned. It's a universal sound that will always be around. Now house music is world renowned. It's a universal sound that will always be around.
Oh, I've got some classics for you coming up. Just digging through there, so many tracks that obviously I used to play back in the day on vinyl, but you know, now because I still, whenever I'm playing hard trance, I'm not playing vinyl, just playing the MP3s, the digital masters. Kind of forgot that I had them all on vinyl. And if you know anything about hard trance, you know that record label right there. legendary tracid tracks. Let me know in the chat if you recognise this one. Digging back through the archives, some classic hard trance vinyl on that Euro vibe.
It's DJ Kutski in the mix.
Delhi XTV in the chat nailed this one. Hens and Cold, Second Trip. For those who don't know, Hens and Cold wrote some of the most legendary hard trance tunes of all time. Same guy behind it, who was also did the derb stuff as well. Listen to those beautiful hisses, pops and crackles. Something romantic about imperfection, isn't there, with vinyl? And the melody on this track when it drops, pure spine tingling. I've got to warn you, there's a really high-pitched bleep in a minute. I remember playing in a club in London once and nearly deafened some girl next to a speaker. Funny the things you remember as well. I can even remember what venue it is. It was somewhere near... I can't remember the name of the club. But I remember playing there. It was like somewhere near one of the major train stations because I remember it was really difficult to park. I remember getting in there. Everyone was playing hard house and I started playing hard trance and people were kind of looking at me like I was a little bit weird at the best of times. Like, because hard house in London was just like the music that everyone played. So of course I come down from the north of England, bringing my more, European sounds down there, and people were like, okay. And then all of a sudden, whee! Nearly deafened some poor little skinny girl with a Pikachu backpack on. Thomas somebody, Thomas Trouble, no, Thomas Rubin was this. Cold Night. Okay, one more hard trance before we move into the early hardstyle sounds. I love these hard trance records, but the only problem with them, they're all like 25 minutes long. So if you're trying to do a 30-minute segment, it's like you get to play like 1.5 hard trances. Maybe not that bad, but most of the breakdowns are like, the main break's like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes long. You wouldn't get away with that now. People have got too short attention spans. Seen them EDM records, most of them are less than 2 minutes long for the entire track. The Spotify generation, where people listen to the melody once, skip, next track. This one coming up next, one of my favourite hard trances. And it's warped at the beginning, the needle's skipping. Maybe I can miss them first few beats, because it's important that I play this. Okay, so as you know, if you're a regular listener of the stream, I'm hocking stuff on the streams to try and buy new equipment to improve the quality of it. As you may be able to tell, this here, now we've got a nice 4K webcam looking down on the decks as well, just so you can see it a little bit better so it's more obvious. There, look at that, crystal clear quality. Now, look at my ugly mug. And I just found out as well, because I ordered this one and I thought it was the same as the other one, but it came in a slightly different box and this said 4K streaming. Apparently there's two different versions of the Brio 4K camera, one for businesses, one for gamers. The one for gamers runs a different firmware, which is more compatible with the software that I'm using for streaming. Of course, the first one that I bought, I didn't know that. This camera up here, which has been flickering on and off, and I have to keep rebooting the computer every time I want to use the camera to try and get it to stop flickering. Turns out that's the business one that's not fully compatible with the software I use for streaming. Luckily, I think I'm within the time that I can just send it back and get another of these ones. So, if that isn't a sob story enough to why I keep needing to spend money and buy new equipment. And you guys can support me because I've been hawking CDs, and I've got a new CD bundle for you of albums this time, officially released albums. I'm going to show you them quickly. Two CDs going for sale tonight in a bundle. Good Grief Extra Hard, 3 CD package mixed by Lisa Lashes, Showtech and myself, a CD each. And you also get Hard Dance Awards 2011 mixed by myself, another CD mixed by Andy Whitby and Club Filler, and another CD mixed by Ed Real. Both albums are new and sealed. But if you want, I can open them for you and I can sign them. Not a problem. Both albums going for 20 quid. I think I've got 12 bundles available, so I'm going to post the link in the chat now if you want to pick them up. You can support the cause, help support the stream, help the quality grow, and get yourself some CDs for the car while you're at it. After this one, we're going to start taking things a little bit harder as we move into early hardstyle vibes. It's Kutski in the Mix live on Twitch.
DJ Kutski in the mix.
Hello? Who is this?
Shout out to whoever in the chat then just said, oh, I love it when the track stops because I always think the stream died. Because I just looked up then at the screen and just saw stream died and went, ah! If you saw what happened the other night, tech problems aren't fun. But I think we've got it sorted now. Has the stream been pretty smooth tonight? I've noticed there's a few drop frames here and there as I'm looking at the system. The bandwidth's been going up and down a little bit, but have you been getting a smooth experience on the other end of it? Should be okay, I think. Let me know though. One of the earliest Showtech records that I ever bought in the background. From back in 2004. Crazy those guys have been killing it for so long now, isn't it? Awesome stuff. This is Showtech with Chorus. Want to say a big shout out to Steve and Scott, who both bought the album bundles. Thank you very much, guys.
Close your eyes.
Both being too kind supporting
Your name.
all what I've been doing here on the stream over the last
Forget
month.
the world.
So when you look
Now going.
and you can see every one of the blackheads on my nose in these nice 4K cameras, you can take some pride in that one, guys. Thank you. This one in the background, you may have heard many remixes over the years, but any true fans of early hardstyle will know this one. DJ Isaac, Go Insane. In the chat saying this one's aged well. I always think that when I listen to any DJ Isaac production, just from a nerdy studio standpoint, all of his mixes, they're very simple, but they're so clean, it's unbelievable. You listen right back to the early stuff, and that's why they stand the test of time so well. Guy's a genius, he can just write hits. Shout out to Richard as well, just pinged that he's picked up the albums. Thank you, sir. Another regular supporter.
Now go insane.
Shout out to Ashley as well, just picked up the CDs. Thank you, sir. Wow, there's some scratches on this record, isn't there? You can tell I hammered this one out in the clubs back in the day. Cheeky little mashup coming out of Italy, I do believe. Automatic DJs. This is Mad Lane number 3. Let's do a quick roll call in the chat. Shout out to Flinster08. Shout out to Frostnose. Shout out to Mud Kipzik 512. Wee Wheat, loving this tune, as well as Wool 74. Shout out to Bioshock. We've just hit the half-hour mark, 8:30, which means we flip the styles, we flip the flavours. A lot of you guys have been requesting gaba over the last couple of nights. We want to take things that little bit harder. Some classic European hardcore on vinyl.
Daddy, what's it gonna be like in the year 2000?
Well, sweetheart, for your sake, I hope it'll be all peaches and cream, but I'm afraid the end time is near, the cataclysmic apocalypse referred to in the scriptures of every holy book known to mankind. It will be an era fraught with boundless greed and corruption, where global monetary systems disintegrate, leaving brother to kill brother for a grain of overcooked rice. The nations of the civilized world will collapse under the oppressive weight of parasitic political conspiracies which remove all hope and optimism from their once faithful citizens. Around the globe, generations of polluters will be punished for their sins, unshielded by the ozone layer they have successfully depleted, left to bake in the searing naked rays of light. Wholesale assassinations serve to destabilize every remaining government, leaving the starving and wicked to fend for themselves. Bloodthirsty renegade cyborgs created by tax-dodging corporations wreak havoc. Pissed-off androids tired of being slaves to a godless and gutless system where the rich get richer and the poor get fucked over and out. Unleash total worldwide destruction by means of nuclear holocaust, annihilating the terrified masses, leaving in its torturous wake nothing but vicious, cannibalistic, mutated, radiated, and horribly disfigured hordes of satanic killers bent on revenge, but against whom there are so few left alive. Starvation reigns supreme, forcing unlucky survivors to eat anything and anyone in their path. Massive earthquakes crack the planet's crust like a hollow eggshell, causing unending volcanic eruptions. The creatures of the seven seas, unable to escape to certain death upon land, boil in their liquid prison. Disease encircles the earth, plagues and viruses with no known cause or cure, laying waste to whatever draws breath, and humankind, having proven itself to be nothing more than a race of ruthless scavengers, fall victim to merciless attack at the hands of interplanetary alien tribes who seek to conquer our charred remains. This is extinction level event, the final world front, and there is only 1 year left.
Happy Friday, everybody. A future well predicted, actually. Released in 1999, an early release from Evil Activities on Neophyte Records. This one entitled Extinction. Let's take things that little bit harder.
Remember the 7 sins. It's DJ Kutski in the mix. Extinction. Remember the seven sins. Extinction. Number one, gluttony. Number two, greed. Number three, sloth. Number four, empty.
Big shout out to Curtis picking up the album. Thank you, sir. Like I said, next on my hit list is to get a capture card in the PC so I can send the signal from the laptops when I'm playing on Serato. You'll be able to see what's going on up there on the screen there somewhere above the decks. But as always, things don't come cheap, so I appreciate your support on that one. I'm pumping money into this streaming business at the moment. It's become an obsession, but hopefully landmark moment tonight. Stick around because we may well reach that partnership level. Shout out to Benny for the CD purchase. Thank you, sir.
So,
Pandeco in the chat asking for some Miss Kate. Was Miss Kate releasing music back in the vinyl days? I don't think I've got anything by her on vinyl anyway. Be interesting to see when her first release was. Come on, you all know the words to this. I want to hear you. If I open the window, I want to hear you singing along. think, let me get this right, Rude Boy and Marco 13. Distortion Overdose. I used to hammer this one. I used to play this at the end of my sets, because when it's at zero pitch, it's only 155 BPM. So this was my bridging track between hardstyle and hardcore back in the day. That was back when still people were telling me, oh, you need to make your mind up. Are you a hard dance DJ or are you a hardcore DJ? You know, because you need to pick one or the other, otherwise people aren't going to know how to book you. Who won that argument in the long run? A little bit of advice for any aspiring artists out there. It's better to fail by your own bad decisions than fail by other people's bad decisions, trust me. Not to say I haven't made bad decisions. I have made a lot of bad decisions over the career, but at least I can own them. But imagine how much I'd be kicking myself now if I saw everybody, you know, playing all different genres of music in their set. Love this tune, awesome melody. Check it out in the hardcore vibes right about now. It's Kutski in the mix on Twitch Sessions.
It's DJ Kutski in the mix.
Subsonics in the chat. The blue hair, yeah, I'll own that. That was my mistake. Don't Google it. remembers this one? Masochist remix of It's Alright Now. You may not know Masochist was the Prophet with a leather mask on. Hard creation in the background with a very imaginative name with a lot of expletives. I'll let you guess from the vocal on the track. Thank you, Jeannie, for the bits. Much appreciated support on the show. Another heavy supporter. Thank you, Jeannie.
Everybody just scream!
Let me know in the chat if you know where that vocal in the middle of the track comes from originally. A Sample Mania quiz for you.
Now give me a beat.
Subsonic's got it right. It's Darude Sandstorm. It's really not. CC got it right. It's Kate Bush. In the chat, having to leave us unfortunately. Thank you for the support, much appreciated. Have a great weekend. This one in the background, collaboration between two legends in the scene. DJ Paul, you may know as Paul Elstack, teaming up with DJ Panic. Another politely named track. This is Up Yours.
Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone.
Some people think little girls should be seen and not heard, but I think, oh bondage, up yours!
I'm breaking the law. Breaking eardrums while I'm breaking the law. Breaking eardrums, breaking eardrums, breaking eardrums while I'm breaking the law. Breaking eardrums, breaking eardrums, breaking eardrums while I'm breaking the law. Breaking eardrums, breaking eardrums, breaking eardrums while I'm breaking the law. Breaking eardrums, breaking eardrums, breaking eardrums while I'm breaking the law. Breaking eardrums, breaking eardrums, breaking eardrums while I'm breaking the law. I wonder if I'm blasted.
And now, this track. As far as gaba goes, maybe my favourite track.
Drums while I'm breaking the law.
A combination between how awesome this track is and also it came out when I just started raving, when I was starting to get bookings as a gigs. I remember going to bowlers in Manchester to Compulsion, and I would also make sure that I was glued to the front railing when Scott Brown was playing, especially the end of his sets. He'd always play a bunch of European hardcore stuff at the end. And he had a habit of playing this one, and I just loved hearing this out in the clubs. I played it at the end of my sets when I was playing everything from hard house to hardcore. I actually did a remix of this too, just for fun, sent over to Outblast at Masters of Hardcore, and he released it officially, which was a big personal goal of mine. Still one of my favourite achievements, having a release on Masters of Hardcore, officially remixing one of my favourite tracks of all time. This is Outblast with Eardrums.
Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Do it!
Breaking eardrums while I'm breaking the law. While I'm breaking the law. breaking eardrums while I'm breaking the law.
I'm going to be honest, I've no idea what this track in the background is now. I just noticed the track that was playing was running out, so I thought, oh, I better grab something. And this one I have the sticker, the 12 o'clock stick, which meant I probably played it out in clubs at some point. I hope it's good.
Every posse crew out there, the future is before your eyes. Every posse crew out there, the future is before your eyes. Every posse crew out there, the future is before your eyes. Every posse crew out there, the future is before your eyes. Future is before your eyes. Every posse crew out there, the future is before your eyes. Every posse crew out there, the future is before your eyes. Future is before your eyes.
All systems functioning within normal perimeters. Program complete. You may enter when ready. All systems functioning within normal perimeters. All systems
Yeah, taking things a little bit more brutal now. Special K and DJ J Skin. They do sound like inmates, don't they, to be fair? Music suits them. Probably absolutely lovely guys. It's always this way with hardcore. The harder the music, the nicer the people. One last plug for my albums that I'm selling tonight. 6 CDs in total, 2 triple albums. GGXH with 3 CDs mixed by Lisa Lashes, Showtek, Kutski, Hard Dance Awards mixed by Kutski, Whitby and Club Filler, and Ed Real. Brand new albums, old stock, and signed copies. Posting the link in the chat now if they interest you and you want to support the stream.
Everybody needs a little time away. I heard her say from each other. Even lovers need a holiday. Far away from each other. Oh, now it's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to stay. Oh, now it's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to stay.
Your humble leader is really glad to be back.
All systems function within normal parameters. Program complete. You may enter when ready.
Hey yo, this is Scott Brown. You're listening to Keeping the Rave Alive with DJ Kutski.
So I think it's safe to say that I got into this European hardcore sound from the influence of Scott Brown bringing it over. Absolute legend in the game. Good friend of mine now as well, honoured to say. It's mad, I kind of like sometimes just disassociate the fact that it's like, no, it's Scott that's my friend and Scott that's childhood hero. And then there's Scott that's drunk that kind of mixes both together. So I'm going to wrap up the stream with this one. Have a great weekend. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this stream will be enough to get us on the partnership, but I will keep you posted. Follow me on social media, let me know what you're getting up to this weekend, and I will let you know whether we manage to get that partnership. I'm out in Helsinki tomorrow, so if anyone's locked in from Finland, maybe not, I will see you all there. Otherwise, thank you again for the support on the show. Everybody that's subscribed using their Twitch Prime subscriptions. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get one free Twitch Prime subscription. You can chuck it my way, I appreciate that. Everyone else who's supported with bits, tips, subscriptions, and people who picked up the CDs, of course.
They're coming after you.
I'm going to play you out with this one. Love the break on this. Such an awesome vocal, really haunting. And the track written around it just completely complements it. A masterpiece, and a lot of people spotted as well. Quite a nice, pretty picture disc that as well, that one. Have a great weekend wherever you're out raving. I'll be back on the show next week. Same time, same place, 7 till 9 p.m. Have a great weekend. It's Kutski signing out to keep the rave alive. Catch you soon.
If I walk down this hallway tonight, it's too quiet, so I head through the dark and call you on the phone. Push your old numbers and let your house ring till I wake your ghost. Let him walk down your hallway. It's not this quiet. Slide down your receiver. Sprint across the wire. Follow my number. Slide into my hand.
They're coming up, see you.